In the quaint town of Whimsydale, nestled between rolling hills and wispy woods, lived a peculiar inventor named Archibald Tinkerton. Archibald was known throughout the town not just for his wild hair and mismatched socks, but for his relentless pursuit of the impossible, to invent a machine that could capture the essence of a dream. Day and night, Archibald toiled in his cluttered workshop, surrounded by a chaotic assortment of gears, springs, and half-finished contraptions. His eyes sparkled with the fervor of a man on the brink of discovery, yet his endeavors often ended in spectacular failures, each more dramatic than the last. His latest attempt involved a bewildering array of funnels, tubes, and a rather confused-looking hamster named Gerald. The townsfolk watched with a mix of amusement and concern as Archibald's experiments grew increasingly outlandish. "He's chasing moonbeams," they'd say, shaking their heads as another explosion of glitter and smoke erupted from his workshop. Despite the setbacks, Archibald's spirit remained unbroken. He was convinced that each failure brought him a step closer to success. To achieve the extraordinary, one must dare to dream the impossible, he would proclaim, much to the bemusement of his neighbors. But as the seasons changed, so too did the tone of Archibald's quest. What began as a whimsical endeavor slowly morphed into an obsession. The once cheerful inventor grew distant, his conversations looping back to theories and hypotheses that made sense only to him. His workshop became a labyrinth of failed inventions, each one a testament to a dream that remained just out of reach. The turning point came one crisp autumn evening when Archibald, wild-eyed and disheveled, announced that he had finally done it. The townsfolk gathered, curious and cautious, as he unveiled his masterpiece, a contraption so complex and convoluted it was impossible to discern its purpose. With a dramatic flourish, Archibald activated the machine. Gears whirred, lights flashed, and for a moment it seemed as though he had achieved the impossible. But then, with a sputter and a groan, the machine collapsed into a heap of twisted metal and broken dreams. In the silence that followed, Archibald's laughter rang out, not with joy, but with the realization of his folly. He had been so consumed by his pursuit of the impossible that he had lost sight of the world around him, going around in circles like a character from a tale of caution. From that day on, Archibald Tinkerton approached life with a newfound wisdom. He still tinkered and invented, but no longer at the expense of his sanity. He understood that some dreams, no matter how fervently chased, are not meant to be caught. Instead, he found joy in the journey, in the beauty of trying, and the laughter that follows a spectacular failure. And so, the tale of Archibald Tinkerton serves as a whimsical reminder that in the pursuit of the impossible, we must take care not to lose ourselves in endless circles, for sometimes the greatest discoveries are found not in the destination, but in the journey itself.